YouTube? It's your girl Jasmine, aka Jazzy J, and I am back with another video. I am gonna be telling y'all the story of what happened to my first car. This is gonna be a little crazy story, so just stay tuned, buckle up. No pun intended. Before we get into this video, don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below, and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a video, because you don't want to miss this. And let's just get into this video. As y'all can see, I'm in the car right now making the video, but this is not the car that the video is about. Let's start with just some background. I did not get my license until I was 21 years old. When I was in high school and everything, I was involved in a whole lot of stuff. I was a cheerleader, show choir, everything like that. I wanted to do driver's ed. I didn't have time to do driver's ed because driver's ed was at the same time as my practices or games or anything like that. And then on top of that, my parents didn't really want to teach me how to drive. I have no clue why. So when I was 16, I did get my permit, and my permit did expire 2 times. Okay, so fast forward, I got my license. I never thought that I would be able to get my license. I never thought that I would be able to drive and all that. When I tell you, I went into this dealership looking for a Kia Optima. I wanted at least a 2019 Kia Optima, and that's the car that I wanted. I went in and I test drove it, and I was like, okay, I can work with this. It was a 2019 Kia Optima, and it was black. That's something else that I wanted. I wanted a black car, and it was nice. It was okay. It was cool. But however, when it came to the financing part, I was prepared to put a lot of money down. However, even with me putting a good chunk of money down, they were still trying to get me to pay $430 a month for a car note. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that when I can easily pay something else somewhere else and get it for cheaper. For a 2019, I'm not paying $430, and that's without the gap insurance. $450 with the gap insurance. I was not doing that. Like, that's not something I was interested in, so I did pass on that car. I forgot what day it was that I went in, but I went in the first day going into the car dealership, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get a car. This is gonna be nice. It's gonna be good. No, I was getting denied for car loans left and right because I don't have enough credit. The only thing I have on my credit are student loans, so therefore I didn't have enough credit, so they were denying me. At this point, I was upset. And then there is a shortage of new cars in Indiana for some reason, like shortage. So I'm thinking, okay, I can get a new car. Like, that'll be great. Like, I can do that. Yeah. No, if you're trying to lease a car or get a new car in Indiana, just don't even try it unless you want like a big pickup truck or a SUV. They don't have no sedans in the city of Indianapolis at all. I was kind of stuck because I'm like, how am I going to be able to find a car at all if there's no new cars out here? The used cars that are out here are going to cost me the same amount as a new car. I might as well get a new car. So what I did was I continued to do some more research. I continued to look into things, and I was able to find a car on the dealership that I went to first. I was able to find a car that I liked. It was decent. It was a decent price. And so I went in and I looked at it and I test drove it and I liked it. So that car was a 2018 Nissan Sentra. It was like a dark silver color. I just thought, okay, this could be good. I could work with this. So I got the car and I was happy with this. So I went ahead and went on with the deal. I was so proud of myself for doing it because I never thought that I would be here. I worked so hard, and I just, I was able to get a car, so I was happy about it. Here's when things start to get crazy. On June 8th, I was at my parents' house. We were getting ready to leave. I tried to start my car and it didn't start. It was tick, 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 ticking. And I'm like, what? I just got this. So immediately my heart broke, shattered in pieces, because we dealt with a lot of car problems when it came to the Buick, and I did not want that. And I was thinking, this is a 2018. Like, this is not a 2006, a 2005, 2010. This is a 2018. That was only 4 years ago. So I was devastated, y'all. I was like, oh my God, like, I cannot. And then I was like, I bought this car. I'm not able to return it. My parents actually gave me a jump from their car, and we were able to get it started. What I did was I called the dealership and I let them know that this was happening with the car, and I told them, okay, what do I need to do? Because you guys sold me this car, and the car won't start now. And so they were like, okay, you can take it to the person that we partner with in order to inspect all our cars and everything. And so we took it over to them, Firestone. They looked at the car and everything, and they were like, yeah, nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with the starter, the alternator, the battery. Yes. So they were saying that nothing's wrong with it, to just watch it. We were good for a little while. I didn't believe that, you know, nothing was wrong with it, but we were good for a little while. We were at Walmart about a week later. No, it wasn't even a week later. It was a few days later. We were at Walmart and we went to get in the car to go home, and the car did not start. Luckily, baby Lay was not with us when the car didn't start because it was like 100 degrees outside. So therefore I had to call the dealership again. I don't want to disclose the dealership because it might seem like I'm kind of like bashing them or something. I'm not bashing them at all. The manager did tell me, he was like, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get you over to the Nissan dealership because this is a Nissan vehicle, so they should be able to figure out what's wrong with it, and we'll cover all the costs and everything, and let's just get you over to them. So they got me an appointment. It was an appointment like a week or something from then. We went to the appointment, and Nissan said the same thing. They said there's nothing wrong with it. The battery, the alternator, the starter, everything is good. So you would just watch it. If it was to not start again, then you would need to tow it into us, and we could take a look at that. And so I'm thinking like, that doesn't sound right. You're the Nissan dealership. If I told you that the car is not starting, you should have a diagnosis on why the car is not starting. 2 times now, not once, but twice. And then on top of that, oh, you need to tow it in when it doesn't start. I was kind of upset about that, but I was like, okay, fine, just go on. We'll just go on. A couple days later, he was actually in the car driving it, and it stopped. It turned off in the middle of a drive-through. And so at this point, I am going off on Nissan and on the dealership that sold it to me, because I'm like, everybody is saying that nothing is wrong with this car when something is clearly wrong with this car, and nobody is taking the time to sit and figure it out. Everybody is just looking at the first things that they think could be wrong instead of actually looking into the car. Something is wrong with the vehicle that is a Nissan, so you should be able to figure it out. And so they had us tow it to there. Nissan paid for the tow. Well, Nissan did not email me. Nissan didn't call me, text me, anything. I got no contact from Nissan whatsoever. I had to continue to call every single day. This is a complete Nissan service center as well. This is not just like a Nissan dealership that just didn't know. This is a complete Nissan service center dealership. Therefore, they should have been able to fix the car. They had the car for maybe 3 or 4 days. I called and I said, okay, any updates on the car? And they were like, oh yeah, you just needed some coolant, so that fixed it, so now it's all ready for you. I said, okay, we can come pick it up today. And they were like, okay. We went to go pick up the car about 5 hours later, literally about 5 hours later, because I believe we picked up the car around 12 or 1, and then this happened around 5 or 6. The car is making these noises, and it was like coming from the hood, and it's like smelling like kind of chemicals, or like, I don't know, it's smelling like syrup a little bit to me too. So now I'm like, what's going on? So we pull over, we get out the car, we open the hood, and literally the coolant is like shooting out everywhere, all over the engine, all over everything. The coolant was almost empty, and it had got refilled 5 hours ago. So I am livid. I'm literally bawling, shaking, because I'm like, I'm so tired of dealing with stuff with this car. I'm so tired of having to take it this place and that place and everywhere, and I'm supposed to be paying a bill on it. I'm paying car insurance and everything like that, and you guys want me to pay $360 on a car that doesn't even work. Once again, I called Nissan, went off, completely off, and when that coolant was spitting out, it didn't start. Of course. And so we're sitting in a parking lot hoping that this car is going to start, and finally we were able to get it to start and get it home. Therefore, they did have to come out and tow it again back to the Nissan dealership. And she was like, I don't think you're getting a runaround. When you came and got the car, we weren't ready for it to be released yet. I still wasn't done running my tests on it. But did y'all not just hear that literally the manager of the Nissan service center told me, okay, it's ready for you to come pick up. These are the people who I blame, because this is your vehicle, Nissan. You should have been able to go into the vehicle, into that hood, and pick apart and see exactly what is wrong with this car. I shouldn't have had to continue to bring it to you 3 different times because you didn't know what you were doing. That's ridiculous. And then you cannot get in contact with the Nissan service center at all unless you continue to call and continue to call and continue to call, or just go up there. They had the car for at least a week, no contact to me at all. It is partially the dealership who sold it to me because they didn't have it inspected well. However, Nissan should have been able to go in and see that in the first place, and then Nissan should have been working with me first of all so that I could have known what was going on with the car as well. Oh, I gotta hurry up, honey, because it's hot. Woo. Finally, Nissan said, okay, you need this repair, and I'm just waiting on the other dealership who I got it from to approve the repair, because they were who was supposed to be paying for it. So I called them. They were saying, you know, this repair costs $1,200 and the company won't let us do that. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to have you return that car. We're gonna have to get you in another one because it's not drivable. And I'm really grateful for that, because you know, a lot of dealerships would have just been like, well, you know, it is what it is. You'll have to cover that bill. And I'm really grateful to them for actually taking the time to go through and correct their mistake. Correct, you know, giving me this car that doesn't work and putting me in something that is actually better than the car I have. I actually did go ahead and return that Nissan Sentra. This is really technically my first new car. I did have a loan through Capital One, and we did have to go in and undo that loan so that I was able to get this new car. I'm really happy with the car that I'm in now. I feel like it fits me more. Right now I'm in a 2019 Hyundai Elantra. I used to not know how to say Hyundai, y'all. I used to say Hyundai, because why does it look like Hyundai? It's black and her name is Lonnie. Lonnie for Elantra, and I'm really happy with it. It drives really good. It's a nice size, and it has like Apple CarPlay in here, so I'm able to plug up my phone and do all the directions and everything through here, which my Sentra did not have. It's a lot more updated than the Sentra was, and I'm really happy with it. So I really thank God for all of that happening, because at the end of the day I came out with something even better than what I had before. Y'all will definitely be seeing a car tour of Lonnie soon once I get everything kind of set up in here. But all right, you guys, that is what happened with my car, my first car. I have a lot of other crazy stories if y'all want to hear them, so just let me know if you want to hear more story times. I got a lot of stuff that I can just pull out. I have another story time coming for y'all about these stupid apartments that we live in. I can't wait to tell y'all, because that's really some craziness that I'm really gonna put, like, I really want to put them out there. But all right, you guys, that's the end of this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below, and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a video, because you don't want to miss this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.